the very basic is I just go by the rule of third. Basically, it's the roughly third. It's not exact third.
Mhm.
So if I create the third grid, right now you see the house should be somewhere here. Okay, but like Upwork again is bad because you might get like it's kind of change project basically, but it's like low ticket project. Again, you can use Megascan assets, but if you can make it in Unreal, really appreciate it. You can use the same assets if you still have it. You use the same assets, put it in Unreal, recreate the exact same thing in Unreal, repost it. Hello everyone, welcome to ArtTalk. Today we have Andrew with us who had some doubt and wanted to ask about. So let's welcome him. Hello,
Hi,
how are you, Andrew? Thank you very much for signing up for the call, and I really appreciate it.
Mhm.
So, how are you?
I'm
How's
doing
your
all,
day?
I'm doing all right. This morning for me. I'm sure later for
Yeah,
you, right?
it's late. Yeah, late
Late.
evening. Like it's almost. So, if I may ask, where are you from?
I live in like Pacific Coast in the U.S.
In the U.S. and from where? Which state?
Oh, the California, way on the Pacific
California.
Coast.
Okay. Okay. California. Nice. 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 I'm in Central Europe, so yeah, it's still not that late.
Mhm.
But yeah, awesome, awesome. So yeah, tell me what brought you here, and I would love to hear more about you. What you do? Are you studying, working? Let me know.
Yeah, so I found you through the mentorship program on the Amir's games community. Uh,
Okay, awesome.
you're one of the first to respond out of the people I've texted back, or I've
Ah,
texted
okay.
through the mentorship program. So I'm trying to get connections on here. I've been 3D modeling with Blender for a long time,
Mhm.
years and years, just kind of as a hobby, and then pushing more in the last couple years to make it more of a job. Uh,
Mhm.
going to local colleges in not animation or games because they didn't have that course, but certificates in video and animation and
Mhm.
video editing. And now I'm just trying to get my foot in the door somehow.
Mhm. Okay. So, how long it's been you graduated?
I graduated, forget the exact year, but it was back during like 2021, 2022 from the
Oh,
college. From the college.
hmm,
hmm
that's been long. Like it's 4 years almost.
So I've just
Right?
from there, I just spent some time trying to build a portfolio, taking online
Mhm.
courses after the college. Because again, the
Mhm.
college didn't offer any of 3D
Yep.
modeling, animation, game design courses, and I cannot
Mhm.
afford to go to one of the ones that do because they're in the
Mhm.
U.S. like $100,000
Yeah.
a year.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So which course did you do at college? Which degree you have?
Associates, just associates, liberal
Associates.
arts.
Okay. That's nice. That's nice. So like 4 year, you were like working on portfolio. Didn't join any job or didn't do anything in between? Any freelance or anything?
I did a little bit of freelance on through Upwork, which I've gotten a couple
Mm-hmm.
on that, but
Mm-hmm.
Upwork, and I do work a different job, so trying to
Mm-hmm.
get that and Upwork at the same time with how
Mm-hmm.
sporadic Upwork can be is
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
difficult. So I'm
Yeah.
trying to
That's
find
true. That's
something
true.
I can really get more. No, what's the word? Stable work.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. Like that's actually is a much better option to do a job first, gain the experience, gain the skills, and once you have it, and then freelance is a much better option because now you have skills.
Mhm.
And then even if you get the project, you will get high ticket project. That's what I call it. But like Upwork again is bad because you might get like it's kind of change project basically. But I call it's like low ticket project, and you have it's good for like starting up artists, and it's for someone who is in countries where dollars are big.
Mhm.
But for US, I don't think it is Upwork especially. So like once you have experience and portfolio, then you can directly reach out to clients and you might get direct projects. And yeah, sure, like we can look at your portfolio and we can talk about it, how we can improve it, and if it's industry ready or how we can improve it. Send this link in the chat and I will share the screen and I will look.
Yeah, I go through ArtStation instead of making my own.
It's okay, like you can share also and you can show me. Can you see the screen I'm sharing right now?
I can, yes.
Okay. So if we go from, I remember this. Someone had
Yes,
something similar made in
Rob
Blender, right?
Tutel.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's one of his
Yeah.
course pieces.
Yeah. That's basically come from the like tutorial side,
Mhm,
and because if we try to we follow the tutorial, like first path you achieve, try to do it exactly the same,
mhm.
and try to make, make some uniqueness in there, and that's basically, go a little bit more far side. So first, if you can tell me, like, in the games, because there are multiple things I can see, there are props, there are vehicles, there are hard surface, there is foliage, environment, there are characters also.
Mhm.
What exactly you want to achieve, first of all, like this, what role you want, what is the best, your passion, and what role you would like to join in a game studio.
I mean, right now I'm hoping for either 3D generalist, someone to work
Mm-hmm.
on props, someone to work on some foliage, maybe. Nothing like character animation. I'm not very confident with yet, and then other one would be maybe starting in into environment artist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I will judge the portfolio based on your passion and
Hmm.
what you would like to do, right? And based on that, because I can see some foliage and environment work,
Hmm.
right? So myself is a foliage artist
Yep.
and environment artist, right? So if that interests you more than anything, then we are in the best place, right? I can help you with that, and we can, continue with this thing. So if we judge based on that, like you want to be organic environment artist, biome artist, or world artist, which I call myself, like basically all these things, whether your terrain, foliage, scattering, all thing comes under the world basically, right? And and all these rocks, foliage, trees, and everything can be called biome also
Hmm.
in a technical word. So if we judge based on that, and I will just strictly first from looking at the thumbnail, I would say remove this, remove this, remove this, even this to remove this sketch painting. You can put it on different blog
Hmm.
or something like that, or make a different account on, like, maybe Tumblr or Blogspot or anywhere, or maybe make a free word space site. Just put everything there, all your old work. Okay, and then you can look at your current skill set and what your current level of work is and what your interests are, and then you can simply, keep only that work. Okay, not everything else. So I would say, like, just in the start, just tone down the amount of work you have. There are a lot of images, a lot of different types, like 33 works, which we need to, bring it to less than 10 basically.
Okay.
Okay, because environment takes time, right? If you want to become a world artist or just level artist who do not create the asset, just do the set dressing, that's also a skill set, but then it you need to show quality and the composition and storytelling in the level. So that's go more close to the level designer's side of things, so that basically you can, follow. But if we say, if you want to be environment artist where you create the asset also and structures on asset in the scene, then that's also a separate skill set to have basically. So again, to iterate upon, you can go in and see which are not up to your skill set or your vision, just remove them. Okay, I'm looking at thumbnail, we'll go through a bunch of them which one by one, but I would say, like, the first bottom row
Hmm.
till here, this one I will see what it is, but till here it should go, like it's too dark, I cannot see anything here, just few lights and night scene I can see, but till here everything should go, right? Tank we don't need because we don't want to go in vehicles. And this one, again, I know there might be some story, so we'll keep it here for now. There's some trains, like there I saw a bunch of train one, there's 1 2 3 4.
Hmm.
If they're a say part of same story, then keep them in one, like even these tracks, right? So if they all are at the same part of the same story, like journey of a train, right, then keep them in the same artwork basically, and bunch of screenshot is in there, right? So that will showcase that the story, like in all the different places go to. It's totally fine to keep it, but we'll see what the quality is. This we can keep because we want to focus on foliage, right? And this can, these also we can keep, again, foliage. This we can remove, architecture, and this we have to see close up what this is. I think it's a tabletop you have to make. This one also we can remove. But again, if we are making the vase with the beautiful foliage, then we can keep, otherwise we can remove it. So that's roughly, I would say, we have things. So I will start from here. So it's Unreal Engine, too dark basically. So I would say like 80% image is dark.
Okay.
Just see some candle and some light here. So if we have put some work, if there is some story, we definitely need to lit this up a lot. Usually there is nothing too dark and too blank. If there is, then it's intentional, like they want to showcase something. Yeah. So there is another one thing. It's not, don't get discouraged by this sentence. It's just to support you. Basically, we, like, by putting bunch of asset in the scene, don't make it an environment. Basically, environment have a lot more things in there, like story, level, and design, and player guidance, like how player will pass through, and everything is there. Not just art side, like we look at like colors, composition, and set dressing, like how everything blended together. So there are a lot more things than just assets in a scene. So I would say like just remove it if there is, if you have worked on these assets by yourself. Did you?
No, no. That's from Unreal
Okay,
Engine. Uh,
asset pack.
mhm,
So usually what all these guys do, like if you use asset pack, you create your own level. That's still a fine exercise.
mhm.
I wouldn't discourage it. But if this have a story, oh, there is Suzanne. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's
that
busy.
one
Oh,
imported in from Blender.
okay, okay. So that it's kind of like a fun project. Like it's, person like won't give it too weight, because again it's too dark, like, so I have to look closely to
Mhm,
look at Suzanne basically if it's there. So yeah, so either relight it and improve the storytelling, maybe, because imagine like this Indiana Jones, that, the when Indiana Jones pick up this idol when the temple start to collapse, right? If it's that size of idol, like just Suzanne head on top of a pillar with in gold basically, then it still makes sense. But this big of, without too much detail, does not make sense,
mhm.
because if they will make this big, I think in Angkor temple it makes sense because heads are there. In that sense, it makes sense. But overall storytelling, if you have story, just showcase it properly. Basically, that's what I'm saying, and keep it lit. Usually, there will be like some moonlight will be there, some bounce back light, and everything will be there. So that just try to showcase. And this is another course, but this thing. So if you can achieve the same thing in Unreal, I
Mhm.
would appreciate it more. Okay, and exact same thing is wonderful. I love the overall thing, like you try to showcase scattering and everything, right? And there is only one thing I will add, like usually what happens is things scatter basically in clusters. Basically, there will be one large bush,
Mhm.
and then there will be seedlings around it. So it will make a cluster of basically things in there. So that's basically what we can improve. Overall, I love it. But if you try to achieve the same thing in Unreal, perfect. Okay. And if you want to take it one step further, if you create all the foliage by yourself,
Yeah,
another
that'd be
plus.
mm,
Okay. Okay,
gotcha.
so I can totally help you. So don't need to scale if you don't know. There are like bunch of courses also on the internet,
Mhm,
and if you're stuck, I'm always here. Okay. So again, another one. This is again, there are so many good tutorial in Blender, but again, I would encourage you to try to make. It's 2 year old also, right? If you feel like this is not up to
mhm,
your skill, just remove it,
mm,
redo it in Unreal maybe,
mhm,
right? And then learn the workflow of Unreal. Basically, how this house look, again, not up to the mark,
mhm,
to the quality we need, right? So try to improve the quality of the assets. Bring it in. You can use the asset from Megascan or other place. Just you can say, okay, I use all the assets and anything, foliage, trees, and everything. But this house I made from scratch, right? That's mine. So that you can keep. And usually, this house have a path or whatever it is, and there is some supporting props which were there, which they use in every day. So that type of storytelling we can improve still, right? And if you want to showcase this path and what this path leads to, like, because I can see some empty space here, but what is here? Maybe there is a city we can show, like there's a skyscrapers at the end, and then we can show, okay, they abandoned, the villages are getting abandoned and people are leaving to the city. So that's basically type of storytelling in a composition we can show. I'm just giving random ideas,
mhm,
right? But that's basically what I'm saying. Like when we have path, usually path leads to somewhere, right? And we, that's basically we use path to lead the eye of watcher to something. And these paths are not leading, but this is our main object. Then this should be by the composition should be where the tree is. Okay, and the tree should be at this angle, because if wait, let me get the pen. I think you will understand much better. Wait. So if I draw on top of it, So imagine this house. Usually, like the very basic is I just go by the rule of third. Basically, it's the roughly third. It's not exact third.
Mhm.
So if I create the third grid, right now you see the house should be somewhere here. Okay, and if we are trying to showcase landscape, is okay. Like it's center by center, which is also fine, right? But imagine this house is here. Okay, and this house is here. Don't mind my roughly mouse drawing. Okay, so this is here, and then we have these tower with that turbine here. Okay, and then we move this tree slide here, like here we can, and this thing is good. I really appreciate this thing because this point your toward your, like if you place this one also, it's point toward your thing, and then this path also point toward our thing. So it will be like guiding the eye toward this, and we can use point out things. So like again, the shadow is right now pointing toward this, right? We can turn the shadow toward this direction also. So now all this shadow will go toward this direction as well. So something like that. Like these are leading eye. And again, if we have something, we can say we can put a board here, okay, and you can say farms, okay, and then it's directs toward this direction. And to add more, we can put something more here, like maybe a log right by the road, okay, which again point toward direction. We
Mhm.
can do so many things. So basically like that make more sense. Like we have this, and then you make a close up of the house, and there is only one image, so we cannot do much things in here. But that's how we set up the composition in there, because this side is good. This side is good because this is basically making uh like now if I make this, so this will be like darker part, and then there is this brighter part as go leading. This path is leading to our main object, and then you make another screenshot of the house from the close. Okay, so that's how basically you showcase the storytelling, composition, and everything, how to make it properly. But again, this is in made in Blender, but if you want to make it, you can make it again
Mhm.
and showcase it. So we are not just showcasing our technical skills and everything. We are showcasing that we can show story, composition, and color scheme, because there is a color. Like these trees are getting to the autumn, right? And then leading to fall, maybe, right? So we showcase that. Okay, so there is in the autumn and going to the fall. That means like fall of the village, like no, it's abandoned and people are leaving. So some stuff like that. So it will be much better. And this we want to remove. We don't want to keep this one. This one I really loved it. Like was it? It's from another tutorial.
Yeah, it's based off of another one. These the last three have been based off of the Rob Tutel,
Hmm.
his course, but I
Okay,
tried
okay, okay.
to make it my own too. The
Yeah,
lighting, the
this is
composition.
wonderful. I love it because you see can see the silhouette
Mhm.
of this. It looks like Scottish castle, but it could
Yeah,
be
it's
different also. But
an asset from. I
yeah.
tried to I threw some fake lights in there just a little bit, like up close to highlight some of the edges.
Mhm. Yeah, that's perfect. Because this is again another good exercise which you can
Mhm.
do it in Unreal Engine. Because I showcase you interested in lighting and scene composition. Because you can go again, as I said, you can go to asset route or you can go to scene building route. So it's all up to you. Again, you can use Megascan assets, but if you can make it in Unreal, really appreciate it. You can use the same assets if you still have it. You use the same assets, put it in Unreal, recreate the exact same thing in Unreal,
Mhm.
repost it with slightly improved again. Like if we draw on top of it again, try to again. So although it is really good lighting and mood, but if I just draw my rule of thought, which is really weird. Now I would like these castles to be around this area. That's the only thing. Is these rules are there for some reason which make automatically make the image pleasant to the eyes, right? And I can see there is some, and you can put more light on these faces, on which are facing the sun,
Mhm.
right? And you can make them a little bit more golden, which will make it darker, and then suddenly you can see some yellow, and then everybody will look at it. And because they are like covered by tree a little, which I don't want, this tree can stay here, but only the castle should be here. If only the castle could have been here. If I draw again, so basically this here, and the second building here, and then we have some wall, and then third building here. Okay, and then we'll leave some empty space here after this castle. this there will be empty space here, and then the silhouette will be clearly visible. Even if you don't light up the castle that much, like as much it is right now, it will be fine,
Mhm.
but the silhouette will be visible clearly that there is a castle, right? So that will be wonderful. And then in the foreground you can add another story element like boat or something else, or maybe there is a something in the foreground to add a little bit more to the story, like sometime you can put a vote, or sometime if it's a picnic, sometime picnic basket or something to add up the story
Mhm.
here, okay, to improve that thing. But overall is the lighting and everything good, but I would really upward we all feel awesome like if you redo it in Unreal and achieve the same thing. So now we are at the train. Oh, it's the same. Okay. Again, like that is it's not up to the
Mhm.
quality. I would say just remove this one.
Yeah,
Okay.
this was
Let's
my
not.
that was my first try at something just
Huh.
flat
Same
my
for
own.
this. Okay, okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So this was okay, but like so for this and it look not look up to the mark. But again, I saw like you try to put this foreground element which really add up to that composition which you're talking about. But if we want to remake it, you can try remaking it in Unreal with
Mhm.
your update scale. Like you see this these spikes in the trees
Yeah.
which usually never happen. So and these onions which are planned but look like onions, like big onions, and that things we can improve, like why
Mhm.
it's like so wide, right? We can tone down. So this type of thing, like again the scale variation we can put. But if you do the range same thing in Unreal again, that will be much better, right? And we don't need to force this everything, like this is like too much on the screen right
Yep.
now.
Okay.
Like we just need to keep it here because we are trying to showcase the forefront of this. Like we have still space here, like we can keep the branches here, or like slightly like this, okay. So this branch point toward this, and this spike will point toward this, but not covering the whole thing,
Mm.
because this in Unreal we call this vertex blender. I hope you know the vertex blend and everything in Unreal. Do you know
What do you mean by that? What is
vertex blending?
Oh, vertex blending. Mhm.
Yeah,
Just
yeah. So that's basic. Yeah. So you know it.
I think
The
so. I think I know what you mean by
um,
that. Um,
mm,
the blending the different like meshes, or is it blending
materials,
the fake
different
textures?
materials.
The fake textures.
Yeah, so imagine like this surface definitely have
Uh-huh.
different type of textures. Like there is like broken bricks, there
Yep.
is a little bit fair, and there is something redness, some darkness. So all these, like you use vertex channel to paint these detail on top of the one wall. So you can put four different texture details on one single mesh, and you use vertex color to
Oh,
define that.
the decal system.
Not decals, not
Okay,
decals,
gotcha.
but materials. Basically you have different layers,
Mhm.
and you can blend the layers based on masks or vertex color,
Gotcha.
because every mesh have vertex color by default. It
Mhm.
have white, right? Basically all one.
Yeah.
But you can use these four channels to define four different details, basically, right? So I can send you the video tutorial. If you don't find, just search material blending or
Mhm.
vertex blending in Unreal. You will find a ton of tutorials for that. So that we can achieve. Okay, again another golden hour.
Yeah, 2 years ago still.
Yeah, again like these all, again this we need to, overall the ground scattering and everything is good, but again like we need to focus on, like if this is again the main focus point,
Mhm.
not just the lighting, because it's not like, oh this look at my beautiful lighting. That's not just the only thing we have to improve in there. Again, don't mind my okay time, I have to undo. That's not okay. So like if I can press shift, no, there is a line also. Next time to use the line. Okay, so like imagine we do this, moving this toward here will be much better. So like if I say this go up, and then we have here, right? And we can this tiny thing could be here, and right. So maybe at the distance,
Mhm.
could be at the distance, but if we make it like this, and we can cover this mountain in the back here, and there's mountain on the back here. So now you see this clearly is, and this we can lift, it's clearly on the right hand, it's not an issue. And now we have this path, okay, and then we can lead the path up like somewhere back here, so that draw our eyes there, okay. And something similar, it's the same formula which we have used before, and again this is also making a streak, a path, and then you have used, this is wonderful which you used, which also point out toward this. But we can add some foreground element like card sitting there, or again a log
Mhm.
here, and there is a fireplace, a fused fire, not burning right now, but a fused fire. But these logs can point toward something. Okay, if we are point toward this and we turn it this way, if we want to eyes to lead this way, then we can keep a log this way. Okay, and like that. Okay, so we can lead our eyes slowly toward our object. So basically these are our main, like abandoned castle, which is another awesome stuff if we love castle, because I also love abandoned and old castle and heritage stuff. So this also works in there. Again, little bit of composition improvement, it just works. And I love the scattering and how you did it, but in Blender. But if you do it in Unreal, again, perfect. You don't need more than that. Like these are like the four things you have. You just remake them in Unreal Engine 5 with proper lighting and everything. You already are on a good path. This is
Okay.
good. This is good. I love the this have more details than the previous
Mhm.
house.
Yes.
And again, if you can redo this in Unreal,
I don't
right?
know how to.
And
I was trying to add them in here. I do have some, like one Unreal thing I made recently. I just don't know how to add the pictures onto this like meeting chat. But
uh,
I've been
uh
trying to work more with
okay,
Unreal lately.
okay, you can show it once. Let's just go through it. You can showcase it also. And again, like in
Mhm.
this, we can improve. Like we can add a bridge
Uh-huh.
here, right here, a tiny bridge. Again, this bridge helps us lead the eye toward this, right?
Gotcha.
And other way, again, you can add again this here. You can add foreground
Mhm.
elements here, right? Which again lead our eyes toward this, right? And you need to give a but I think this place is like removing this tree, maybe removing some bushes, and making the space more like usable, like some bound railing, right? And some railing that this is
Mhm.
occupied, and maybe a tiny hut on this side or this side, a hut type of thing, which is like chicken coop or other things, and putting bunch like this is lively, not abandoned. Okay, so there is a another thing in Scottish, there is called Scottish bothy. If you search, I will send you the link. It's Bothy, I think, bothy. So basically these are like the old houses on top of the mountain, which are basically they keep it maintained for hikers. Basically you hike and you can stay there, and yeah, just
Mhm.
clean it. So those type of feeling you can get it, but it's not that. But basically not so making it abandoned, but alive, that people lived there. There was, I will send you a link to another artwork which I recently, one of the artists I know made.
Okay.
He that was good. So it was like a Spanish house or something like that. It was good. So we can you can follow that also as an inspiration. But this is good. Again, I love overall your scattering that you're trying. I want you to learn the same thing in Unreal. I think you are on a good path
And
already.
and
Remove this one. This one seems
this one was
weird.
part of a challenge. I had a certain amount of time to complete
Okay.
the task. The newest
Yeah,
one,
so
if we were running out of
I
time,
will
but
quickly go there.
if we're good, okay.
This
I'm
is
all right.
this is good. This one quickly. Again, this is again a scattering exercise, but if you make these assets by
Mhm.
yourself, then showcase like these diorama or small environment. I will
Gotcha.
this one I will appreciate more. As like same for this garden thing, you can keep it, but if you make all these plants by yourself,
Mhm.
okay. If you're using it for some other place, then remove it. And like this rust and everything, it looking odd. Okay. This one was it? Is it also
That
your
no,
personal
yes,
project?
this is mine. This was another one of those challenges. I had a certain amount of
Ah,
time
okay.
to try and complete.
Okay, then remove this as well. Honestly, this will, because you can I can now see the, oh, this you pixelated this thing.
Mhm.
It's a nice exercise, good for social media.
Mhm.
But I don't know if we there are some companies who do that, but I don't think we can utilize it in AAA or indie thing scene. But it's a good exercise. It's a good exercise. Good for social media. You can keep it there, or this one again in Blender.
Mhm.
Again, scattering. This is like just seems like scattering, but if you do this in Unreal, then I will look at it more. This one, remove it. Mm, again, there's a tutorial how to make the same thing in PCG. This type of track. Okay, and you can play with that. So that will help you learn scattering also, and how to achieve the same thing in Unreal. But overall, I believe the track can be more blended. It look off still. It's abandoned, I know, but still there will be some space. The trees cannot might not be growing there. Bushes might, but trees might not. But I don't know how long it was abandoned, so it could be. And yeah, so you said tunnel here, so you can add the tunnel. Where is the
Hmm.
tunnel?
Yeah, this
Let's
one's
see.
based off the Tunnel of Love in Ukraine, and I
Ah,
just
okay,
really
okay.
love that one because it is so tightly packed. The trains are just
Ah,
barely
okay.
fitting through this thing.
Okay, I will have a look at it,
It,
and
it's
then
it's very
you can
pretty
add
to
an
play with.
image of it. Did you add it? No, you can add an
Oh no, I
image
did
of
not.
that also, and then so, and this is here. I think the last one.
Hmm.
Now, this is also in Blender,
Yes.
and there's animation. So wait.
Yeah, I set it to be able to loop.
Ah, okay. The
It
rain
just a
looks
looping.
off.
Hmm.
Rain looks off for some reason. The splashes are too big.
Hmm.
Again, this is a good. Again, it will be a good exercise for Unreal. This smoke can should be moving. So this scene could be, you can make a last, right, a last in Unreal, because this will involve the effects. Like there you have rain, you have
Hmm.
smoke, and you have this low fog and the distant fog. There's a lot of effects in there. You can do it in Unreal definitely, because there is, but this scene also I love, and I believe we can put more lighting, more light in there to showcase the more thing, right? And if even if we don't have something in the scene, we try, then we can, make the scene like that. We try to basically, keep the frame this much. Okay. And why, like, even we can make it more shorter like this, because there's nothing much in here. All the action is happening here. And then if you divide this area by 3 by 3, okay, train is fitting there. Okay, and the second will be, I would say, like, if we rotate a little bit, we can put the train name here or the station name here, something like that. Okay, the station name is here, that comes toward this thing. And the lamp, we can move. The lamp seems too big, basically, by proportions. And the tracks and everything, the proportions is a bit off for this. That we can fix when we remake it. But I will definitely love to look at it in Unreal and in there. Okay, so that would be wonderful. So I think that's the end of the portfolio. You got the idea, like remove most of the thing,
Hmm.
okay, and keep these the 4 3 4 beautiful scene, 1 2 3 and 4. You can remake these, this one, maybe move, not this one, maybe this one. These are 4 5s which I definitely recommend, doing it in Unreal. And lastly, this one, these two. Okay, this one also. So like that makes your 8 or 9 scenes. Basically, you have assets, just redo them in Unreal,
Okay.
and then by alongside that we'll learn the scattering and everything, and then you learn how to make assets, basically how to make foliage and everything, and that also route you want to go, then surely I can help with that as well.
Okay.
But yeah, now you want to ask and share, like, surely you can.
I was going to ask to check the newer stuff too.
Hmm.
That was all. That was the question.
Okay, okay, okay.
We
We
did because I was
so
worried.
the portfolio we got it. You can share the work in progress you have. Are those also in Blender?
Mhm. I don't know how to share those through here because I can't drag the images into this chat.
No, you can share the screen and just share the window only. Maybe we'll look at that.
Okay, let me try that. Let's see here. Is it showing up?
You have what? You kept your monitor vertical.
One of them is. Sorry,
Damn.
I clicked the wrong one. I've got 3 on here.
You're already spoiling yourself with
Oh,
3 monitors.
there's
I
Amir's
this yeah.
server. Yes, this was
Hmm.
a recent one I did. All the assets are not mine. It's an asset thing. Trying to learn
Hmm.
Unreal more. Just these are cuts from an animation,
Hmm.
things like that. Trying to
Hmm.
follow how the scattering system more works. I
Hmm.
really like the
Hmm.
decal system I was learning through here too, for
Hmm.
splashes and leaves and everything.
Hmm.
Just how to animate cameras in Unreal because it's very different from Blender.
Hmm.
The interiors too. That I am Well, all I wanted to just illustrate is I am trying to learn Unreal Engine more. It's a very powerful
Hmm.
engine for this sort of thing.
Yeah,
Very hard to model anything in it, but great
like
for
you,
environments.
yeah, you bring the things in there.
Hmm.
That's the you model everything in Blender. You bring
Great
everything
for
as individual
environments. I'm
asset.
having a great time
Yeah, then
learning
you
that.
place it in the scene.
Which I'll probably
Hmm.
add this to my portfolios.
Yeah, you can in there, but like there is a lot of things that still need to improve in there, but it's okay, you post it in there and then we can look at it, or you can join the Discord server and you can post it in the work in progress and we can look at it in there. I can give you some feedback there. And also we have a bootcamp on the top mid page, you might have seen it, like we have a bootcamp also where I do the live sessions, basically where I'm making my own environment and you can make your own. You can create your own channel, you can post it. I weekly do a feedback session, basically,
Okay.
and if you have any doubt later you can ask there as well.
I'm sorry. Do you mean on like on your personal Discord?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, sorry. I thought you meant for a second. The Amir Games community. Okay, awesome. Is
yeah.
the link to your Discord in your LinkedIn?
No, it's on the top mid, basically where from you book the call.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I'll send you the link in the chat here. So this is the one where from you got the call, basically it's just next to it, basically is the bootcamp, and
I
Discord
see.
link on the top. Discord link is on the top. YouTube is on the top as well. There are already some live streams that happened, so you can watch the live streams there as well. It will give you
Okay.
idea, and you can watch the playlist is there, like the Bootcamp 2.0, basically, which I did last year, which I have just the demo videos are there, not
Hmm.
anything else. So the demo will give you the idea also, like how to take the concept art and turn it into in 3D environment in Unreal. That will help you as well. Okay.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, no, I didn't have this link before. I just had off of I think the link you sent me. It just
Ah,
showed how to get this call going.
okay, okay,
But thank you.
okay.
No,
No,
I'll
no, it's
absolutely use this resource as well now.
yeah.
Join the
So
Discord.
everything is there. Like I'm trying to make a document basically where like someone who want to be an environment artist from scratch.
Hmm.
I already have a video on my YouTube channel, which is last video basically. My 5-step process to become an environment artist. So you can check that out as
Yeah.
well.
Why
And
watch?
again, you are awesome with Blender, so it will be really easy for you to understand because I put everything, all the details based off Blender
Mhm.
in there. Yeah. Yeah, so that's basically it. Like the if you take participate in the boot camp, if you pick one, even the railway station one seems good environment if you want to make, right. So take that one as example, and you say like I want to make it in Unreal. You already have some assets, and yeah, just jump in. Or you if you want to make the forest or anything else, that also is fine. So you pick one and just say okay, participate, make your thread. There is all the steps are in there. So once you join the bootcamp, it's free, and you join there. All the steps are there. How to get to Discord server, how to get the channels, and make your own thread inside. So once you have your own thread, you can request feedback for the feedback sessions every week, and then I look at it live and at 7 to 9 for till here time. I don't know. Same time right now we are talking.
Mhm.
Same time I start live stream for 2 hours basically. So you can join in live and ask question there. Yeah, so that's basically the drill in there. And if you need any personal support or more one-on-one sessions and
Mhm.
there is the mentorship on the same link in there also, right. But all up to you, like if you need the support, if you feel like you're good, it's okay. Like I'm always there on the server, and you can reach out me LinkedIn or even live streams.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I'll have this bookmarked for sure and start messing with some of this. And I appreciate all the feedback on my portfolio. I think my
Mm-hmm.
main takeaway is put a little more story in my environments,
Mm-hmm.
foregrounds especially, and just trim the fat on my portfolio here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. So like if I also put in there, like you just chop off
Hmm.
majority of the portfolio which you see feel not to your vision, and which is not up to the mark,
Hmm.
just chop them off, and then work on composition and storytelling for each environment. It should not be just place assets in the scene and that's environment. We work more on it and try to those environment we need to talk about are good. You can just remake them in Unreal, perfect. and that's like your portfolio good for going as a simple set dressing or level artist basically. And then we work on all the techniques how to make the assets properly one by one.
Hmm.
So like I hope you know already make how to make props. If you don't know, you can go to ArtStation learning. There are bunch of resources to just make some props also,
Hmm.
just to learn the basic pipeline how to do it. So those could be related to your station environment. Imagine you are making the station environment, there could be a bench, there could be that lamp, and there could be that signage, everything. Those could be the props as well. So you make them individually and then you can take it into your scene. That could help as well. Okay, so yeah, no worries. Anytime if you're confused, not clear about, you can ask and reach out to me and I will help you, and we'll make the steps next. Okay,
All right. Thank you very much.
no worries,
And
man. Thank you very much for joining in. Hi
I'm
again.
sure it's very
Sorry.
late. Have a good rest of your night.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you very much for joining in, and you also have a rest of beautiful day and enjoy. And how's the weather there? I didn't ask. How's the weather there?
Warm right now. Not a cloud in the sky.
Okay, awesome. Okay, awesome, awesome. Like that. Go have a barbecue. It's weekend. Okay. Thank you very much, and take care. And I will see you next time.
Thank you.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Okay. Bye.